Hey, Kelvin, thank you very much for the check-in, buddy. Real quick response to you. First of all, probably would be a good idea to make sure that you're getting in enough protein. So I would say let's just do a quick audit. You're not going to be able to track your food here in just a couple of weeks when your kid gets here, right? So let's do that now. Let's do that now while you've got time. I'd say just track everything. I mean, even if it's just a guess, just look up whatever it is that you're eating, enter it into your FitnessPal account, and let's see where your protein is at. Okay. Log your chicken breasts, log everything, and let's just see where your protein is at, and then see if maybe, we will have to possibly supplement with something as you go through your business, especially after your kid gets here, and you just got to just eat, right? Prep your food, eat, and if we know that on average you get in like 150 grams of protein with your chicken and your normal everyday eating, you're fine. However, if we see that it's like 100, we're going to need to get a couple scoops of whey protein every day, so we get that to 150, okay? So let's do that every day here for a little bit. Log everything. Log and track everything, even if you only know the protein and the calories, okay? And we'll just know that, whatever's left over is some form of a mix of ratio of carbs and fat, okay? There's some things here on your accessories that I do want to try and get more consistent, okay? Namely, your split squat and your hip thrust, okay? Those are two movements that I really want to keep consistent all the time. They're very important movements, okay? And so what I'm going to do here, Kelvin, is I'm going to kind of color code things here a little bit. I'm going to color code red is very important. Those ones we want to keep consistent, and we got to get those in, okay? Actually, I should digress here a little bit. Compound movements are obviously the most important. So even if you do no accessory movements, okay, get your compound movements, your main work done every single week. Like, for example, right now you've got 2 of those main movements left. A bench press, 110 for some fours, okay? And then we got a squat. We got to do 162 for some threes, right? Get those done, most importantly, even if you have to kind of, cram them all into 3 days, right? The secondary lifts, that's where I'll color code. Red, very important. Get those done when and if you get your main work done, okay? Blue, those are least important, okay? So like, for example, your bicep curls, back extensions, tricep cable press down, those are probably the least important. I'm going to color code those as blue. And then, of course, yellow is everything that's kind of middle of the road, okay? Where we can get those in if we have time, but we want to make sure that we get the red ones done before the yellow ones. So now, that being said, a leg press and a hip thrust. Not really the same thing, okay? Not the same at all. Kind of like the same as, like a pull down and a forearm curl, right? Two very different things. Let's get back to doing hip thrusts. If you've got a barbell, you can do a hip thrust, okay? Or at least a glute bridge. If you don't have a bench that you can elevate on, you can at least just lay flat on the floor and do a glute bridge, right? Much more similar than a leg press. And then likewise, a leg extension is not a split squat. Okay, again, 2 totally different things there, all right? And those are going to be color-coded red as important. Okay, so let's get back to those. Now, I keep an eye on you, okay? And I saw you doing some form of what you called core work, with throwing the ball against the thing, okay? Let's get the red and the yellow done before we do something like that. In fact, really get these things done before you do something like that, okay? So if I see you're recording a ball toss thing against the wall that is really totally useless in your program, and you're getting those before you get your important stuff in, okay, I might give you a little slap on the hand there, just like you would your kids, okay? So again, red, most important. Get those done first, then yellows, and then blues, least important, okay? And then let's just get an audit of what food looks like. All right, buddy. I think that is it. Yeah, and let's get that audit now, okay? Because you're not going to have time to track food afterward. And at least if we get an audit now and we know how you should be eating now, then we don't even have to think about it. You just eat once the kid is here and you're very busy, okay? All right, bud, that's it. We'll talk to you later.